Oh no! So many times I was like, it can't be her. Thinking now, too many things happened yesterday. Run from Shanghai, rowed boat looking for big steamship at night. And then, after such a wild day, I sit and rest in my cabin. No, wait. Yeah, the cat scratched her, ran off, into Asugi's cabin. When Kitty runned into air duct, I turned pale. I whistled and called for Kitty. I tried to bring it back with toys. But Kitty just would not come back. What are you doing at such a late hour, detective? Huh? Detective? Oh! Ah, do pardon my manners, my lady. I was certain that an acquaintance of mine had come for a visit. What the hell happened between these two? Asian exchange student was polite, understanding too. He helped look for Blackie, and promised to keep secret. But as I grabbed Blackie, I tried to leave cabin. Excuse me, my lady. Please wait a moment. What? I can't help but feel as if I've seen your face somewhere before. Oh, she panicked. Huh? Right, you are the Russian ballerina. Miss Borshevich, am I mistaken? So that's why. No, I am not knowing that person. My heart freezed in terror. I know this was dangerous discovery. Why did Asian exchange student recognize Russian ballerina? I was struck by the beauty of that public ballet performance I had seen in Japan. However, tell me, why might you be on the ship? As I recall, shouldn't you be heading towards Shanghai right now? I knowed I could not trick him. I had to make friends with him so he would stay quiet, no other option. I see. You've defected. Please, do not tell anyone about Nico. If that's the case, please wait for a moment. There's someone who I wish to discuss this with. Oh! Oh no! It was a misunderstanding! He looked at the fucking wardrobe! God! Fuck's sake! He's going to ring bell and tell ship's captain. Exchange student not sympathetic after all. He was literally just going to tell Naruhodo. That one instant felt so long. But all this happened at once. Wait, could not help but yell to him. Kitty jumped out of my arms and run to exchange student's feet. Oh, he did trip. And then he tripped and fell. When he turned to look back... Oh god! Okay, that's how he broke his neck. Oh wow. I pushed him away as hard as I could. After that, I am remembering nothing. Why push him? Still not sure. I just wanted to stop him. Wanted to stop him from telling anyone. But he wasn't going to. And it was then that you decided to call for help. Specifically, help from Mr. Stroganov, the man guarding the hallway. I heard a scream and loud noise, so I rushed to the scene. In front of cabin, Princess was shaking. She said, "Mitrov, help. If I am caught, there is no place left to run." And so you tampered with the crime scene in Asugi's cabin. All to divert any suspicion away from the passenger in the cabin next door. Yes, is correct. I checked both corpse and whole cabin to be sure. Then I found him. Stowaway was sleeping like baby inside wardrobe. That would be me. At that point you must have schemed to have the entire crime pinned on that stowaway. Is that correct? God, what a way to go. It seems he broke his neck on a bedpost. I closed wardrobe and stuck strange seal back on door. And thanks to that, it became Sesato's chance to unload her doubts on me. I moved corpse and wrote words using ink spilled on floor. Culprit hiding inside wardrobe. On a related note, which one of you cleaned up the broken glass? I did it. I picked up glass shards. Oh, did you? But room was so dark, only found half. After this, I returned Princess to cabin and add final touches. And so you push the alarm button along the corridor. That is correct. Well, this was not even really a murder case, it was just a massive, unfortunate misunderstanding. In so many different ways. Thus, the SS Eau Claire resorted to an emergency stop, close to 2 hours past midnight. The door latch shut, thereby completing the creation of our locked room. Excuse me, Nakamina, could I have a word with you? Yes? Last night when you explained your defection to Asugi, he looked as if he was going to notify the captain. Therefore, you pushed him. You said that yourself, right? Yes, right. But hypothetically speaking, even if you rang the bell to call the captain, every single sailor on the ship is an ally of yours, right? What reason would you have to worry? The first thing that exchange student had said to me struck me with fear. The first thing he said. What are you doing at such a late hour, detective? Oh. Oh, do pardon my manners, my lady. I was certain that an acquaintance of mine had come for a visit. Detective, acquaintance? That means... Sarasugi was referring to me, responsible as his bodyguard. If he tells this detective, I know that I would be arrested. So before he could ring bell... Before you continue, Nakamina... I cannot help but be bothered by something. Are you sure that Kazuma really planned to ring the bell? It's what he was looking towards, but also that's where the wardrobe was, where Ryunosuke was sleeping. Oh god! Son of a bitch. Naruhodo, what are your thoughts? This was a really good case though, I've enjoyed it. Especially with the Great Deductions, the Great Deduction introduction was incredible. I'm not him, so I can't say for certain, but... There were two things that were in his line of sight. At the very least, I do know one thing. Asugi isn't the kind of person to call for extra brawn out of nowhere. But he really walked towards Bell. He wanted to ring it. To deport me. To Russia. Not true. Well, Master Naruhodo, it appears we are in need of one last reasoning session. Reasoning, you say? What did the victim actually try to do in that moment? It's pretty obvious. Just what could have laid before his eyes? How about we take a look for ourselves? No, I just remember where the victim was located in the cabin, yes? Yes, I can clearly recall anything about that cabin. Even if I was crammed within that wardrobe. Still, I still spent practically my entire voyage in that cabin. Then this must be what Kazuma saw last night. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Trust you are ready then, Master Naruhodo. Yes, today I learned something important. Within one's line of sight, there exists a truth that you may not even realize. And in order to bring that truth to light, I can't overlook anything that lies within that line of sight, no matter how slight. When Asugi turned his back to Nikamina, this is what lay in his line of sight. Considering the circumstances last night, it's true that it would have appeared as if Asugi was about to ring the call bell. Indubitably, however, beside that call bell was a wardrobe. This just got sad all of a sudden. Wardrobe. And within that wardrobe was his friend, sleeping ever so soundly. Nikamina, please remember. The victim, Kazuma, what did he say at that moment? If that's the case, please wait for a moment. There's someone who I wish to discuss this with. Discuss. He had no intention of calling the crew. He simply wanted to wake up his good friend and discuss how they could help you. Is there anything we can do? Probably something like that. No. Of course, as it stands now, it's impossible to know the full truth. But as for what laid within Kazuma's line of sight, you should have made sure of what that was. Oof. Nikamina? Thank you for telling us the truth, in the end. However, the fact that you took away his life will never disappear. Please don't ever forget that. I am sorry. Ah. Oh dear. Thus, the curtains lowered quietly on the incident involving the SS All Claire. Holy crap! That tugged on the heartstrings a little at the end there. So what will happen to Nikamina? She is to be turned over to the British Empire Scotland Yard. Will she be granted asylum? Won't Russia demand that she be handed over to them? Our Great British Empire... Great British Detective plans to negotiate with the Immigration Office on that matter. Mr. Holmes? I'd honestly say that some of the best stories are always a little bit sad. Somewhere. Then, will she never be able to return to Russia? A great example of that, actually, is Lost Odyssey's 1,000 Years of Memories, of Dreams, something like that. Those are incredibly well written, and at least 5 of them near enough brought me to tears when I covered that game. They were just very sad. I would assume so. Even if she wishes to in the future, she will not ever be able to return to her homeland. That is what it means to defect. I see. I'm very sorry. Stroganoff? Only wanted to help the princess. But you lose best friend. I did not think of your feelings. Princess and I will turn ourselves over to Scotland Yard. I see. Oh. In any case, thank you for returning my freedom. No matter how much I mourn Asugi, the pain will never go away. But good luck with Nikamina. Thank you. Now then, it would be best to prepare for disembarkment soon. The ship will arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. I am deeply sorry, but On top of turning you over to the consul, you will be repatriated to your home country. I understand. I was a stowaway after all. That wasn't going to be overlooked. With that said, shall we return to the cabin? Is that going to be the end now? God, that took 2 hours. Shit. Yeah, the first investigation bit was 30 minutes, and then 2 hours was this last section. My exchange program to Britain, too, has ended before it even began. The two of us laughed so much as we made plans to wreak havoc in London. Now it just feels like a far-off memory. I can hear someone sobbing. Susato. Susato. Oh, his sword. Oh my. How long have you been there? Or been here? I just got here. Detective Hosonaga has just told me to start preparing to disembark the ship. I'm still finding this whole matter quite unbelievable. To think someone's life could end so quickly, so prematurely. Susato. Kazuma set out on this grand journey whilst holding on to a grand dream. And then someone showed up and heartlessly cut that dream apart into pieces. I will never let them get away with this. At least, that was what I thought. Instead, the truth of the matter was just an unfortunate collection of consecutive little accidents. It's too much, just much too fleeting. It really is. I am afraid that I cannot offer any words of apology for that matter. Detective. My duty was to ensure that Asugi made his voyage to the British Empire safely. Not only was I unable to accomplish that, but I also made his friends suffer. I, Hosonaga, will do anything you ask as a means of apology. Detective Hosonaga, I don't want to pin the blame on you. As you can see, I'm finally free at last. Huh? Wait, why do I have cuffs on again? Oh. Holmes, of course. Dick. Did I surprise you there, Master Naruhodo? What on earth are you doing? It's nothing really. It's just that you see, those handcuffs have been fully burned into my memory. If they were to go away, it would tip the balance. I find it difficult to look at you again. Huh? As commemoration, I'll leave them hanging from your wrists. You are a stowaway after all. Oh my god. Just how mean can he be? What's a fading to black? Mr. Holmes? I would like to thank you for everything you have done on this voyage. Please accept my humble gratitude from the bottom of my heart. No, I feel the same way. I apologize for my late manners. What happened to your friend was truly a pity. I express my sincerest condolences. I pray that you study enough in Britain for his part as well. About that. Unfortunately, that will not be happening. We will be disembarking at the next port, Hong Kong. We will then report to the consul on site and make our way back to Japan. Huh? Wait, please. Wasn't it just supposed to be me, the stowaway, who was supposed to go back? There is an agreement between both countries over who the exchange students would be. Together, one attorney and one legal assistant. Together. Now that the lawyer Asugi has passed away, the exchange program has to be suspended. There is no other choice. What if we became an attorney? Or the lawyer? It doesn't matter what happens to me. But Susato shouldn't be involved. Oh, come now. The solution is simple. In other words, as long as there is another attorney, your journey can continue. But there isn't anyone else who can fulfill the qualifications of the attorney. Qualifications? Don't make me laugh. Your country's qualifications hold no weight whatsoever in the British Empire anyway. But then... come what may, there is still 1 month. 1 month left until the ship reaches London. During that time, I do not think it would be impossible to find a substitute attorney. I see. Just who could that be, I wonder? Hey, Susato? Yes, what is it? Could I possibly fill that role? What? But you are not an attorney. Oh, could you possibly be a law student? No, not exactly. If that is the case, then that possibility is no more than a dead end. However, there is still 1 month left before we reach London. Isn't that right, Master Naruhodo? I'll study everything that I need to become an attorney throughout that entire month. Naruhodo. Ridiculous. Just what can you do in only 40 days? I won't know until I try. 40 days. I'll study as if my life depends on it. So please, just give me a chance. If you can't acknowledge me as an attorney by the time we reach London, I'll accept whatever punishment there is. Why would you do something so reckless? Asugi once told me, there was something he absolutely had to do in the British Empire. And to that end, he would be willing to make whatever sacrifices were necessary. I don't want his wish to die in a place like this. And, of course, I'm doing this for myself as well. I will become an attorney. I swear it. What do you think, Susato? Hmm? Aww. I think it's a wonderful idea. Susato. That was heartwarming. First time she smiled. Your thoughts, far-eyed detective? On what? 1 attorney and 1 legal assistant. The numbers are a proper match, no? No. That's just plain codswallop. I think it's just fine. It seems like it'd be fun. Fun? It's more potentially fun than, for example, due to your rules, and that's all there is to it. There's only one thing that's all there is to it is you. And furthermore, what's crucial isn't someone's qualifications, but rather their character, wouldn't you say? Even you have seen it with your own eyes. Today, from the moment he woke up, to even this very instant. Faced with the pain of his friend's death, along with being suspected as the murderer, you witnessed the accomplishments he made whilst carrying the weight of that burden. Yeah, you can't deny that. I understand. I'll make sure our country's government understands the situation. Detective Osanaga? Come to think of it, I did promise you this just earlier. I promised that I would do anything you ask as a means of apology. Thank you so much, Detective Osanaga. Now then, I must make my way to the captain's quarters. I must report to our country about this matter and discuss our next course of actions. Do you truly intend to begin studying law from here on? Yes, and if it's okay with you, could you possibly teach me everything about being an attorney? Of course, I'd be happy to lend a hand. I'm a legal assistant after all. Thank you so much. Now, following that, Naruhodo, if it would please you, I would like you to accept this. What? Are you sure I should have this? I'm sure Kazuma would wish for this as well. We get his sword. It is a famed blade that has been passed down through the Asugi family for generations. I'm told its name is Karma. How fitting. Okay, I'll gladly accept this. And that's where it ends? Not quite, Jesus. So once again, I look forward to working with you, Susato. I'll be looking forward to working with you as well, Naruhodo. I will not allow you even a single moment's rest throughout the next 40 days. I shall follow through with you thoroughly. Of course, I wouldn't have it any other way. The truth is, I have one more request to ask of you. Hmm? Oh yeah, what might that be? Please. What? Toss me 3 times. Huh? During the investigation, oh yeah, she did the Susato toss. It was always clear that you would never do anything to hurt your dear friend Kazuma. That is undeniable. And I knew that from the very beginning. Despite that, however, I came to suspect you. No matter how shaken up I may have been, it was an awful thing to do. No, it was completely understandable in that situation. The room was locked from the inside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't even get to read that. You were too quick. The room was locked from the inside, and I was a stowaway to boot. No, I do not want to hear any excuses. The reason does not matter. Tossing you at all was terrible. And not just once, but 5 times. Pretty sure she didn't do it that much. So come on, do it. Toss me right over, with no hesitation. No, no, no. I've never even tossed anyone before in the first place. Yes, well, it is indeed not something that just anyone can do. Ah, Mr. Holmes. I've seen it countless times already, but I still can't get enough of that wonderful toss. Just where was he watching that from? I suppose that would be an example of your so-called Japanese martial arts. Yes, it is a technique passed down from long ago, but with my own unique style. It's apparently called the Susato toss. If you ever get tossed, you'll be seeing stars. Oh, that is quite intriguing. Oh my god. You see, I happen to be quite the skilled boxer. Why is he dancing now? If you would be so kind, would you teach me that wonderful toss of yours? It would be my honour. Might you try tossing something now then? It would be a good place to start my studies. Oh, you're gonna toss, Naruhodo. I would be glad to. Oh god. Now then, Naruhodo. Do excuse me. Huh? Oh my god. And that is how it is done. The whole toss has to come from your gut. Amazing! So this is the legendary technique, the Susato toss. No, this would be the deadly Susato drop. Oh my god. Within my fading consciousness, the scene from that night flashed by in my head for an instant. Karma? Yes, this is the greatest katana passed down through the Isugi family for generations. I'm still surprised that the government was okay with it. Bringing a Japanese sword into the British Empire on an exchange program is a little... The katana lies at the heart of our culture. I can't allow this to leave my side. No matter what, it'll always be here, guiding me forward. That's what I believe. One great strike to end all evil. That kind of attitude really suits you. Yeah, that sounds about right. There is something I absolutely have to do, no matter what. And to that end, I will make whatever sacrifices are necessary. And I would be grateful if you would see that through with me. Of course, I swear it. I'll see this through with you to the very end. I knew you would say that. What Asuki said that moment about what he had to do, I still not fully understand what that goal might be. But I'll seek it out with my own eyes. in the British Empire's capital, London. There it is. End of case. The end. That was incredible. That was an incredibly strong case. Quite weird to have a case that was nothing but an investigation too. Very nice. So episode 3, The Adventure of the Runaway Room. A new episode has been added. Very nice. Would I like to save? Of course I would. Sure. Doesn't really matter which one I save over. Hooray! So that's case 2 down. I would back out, but I don't remember if it goes straight onto the next, thing, which it very well might, so I'll just assume it does. I could play it and just end the session while it plays, if it does play. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, never mind. Do you wish to return to the title screen? Yes, I do. Yeah, that was a really good case. Hot damn. I already thoroughly enjoy this game. It's a really, really good one. It's just a shame that it never came west officially, and had to get fan translated. But, oh well. Either way, that's going to be the end of this session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.